Fiskunit. Alright, look. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit the notification bell. You understand me? Subscribe to my channel, join this Fiskunit army, and get Fiskunit tough. Check it. Odell Beckham just signed an $18 million one-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Okay? Like I've been telling y'all for weeks now, this is what he wanted. He didn't want to be a Giant. If Odell Beckham wanted to come to the Giants, he'd have been a Giant. He would have made the money work. He'd have came home where he would have been loved and adored, and he would have fit, and he'd have been okay with that. He'd have played with Saquon, could have played with Shep, could have played with Danny. He'd have been home. He didn't want to come home. If he wanted to come home, he'd have came home. Bottom line. So I'm not even upset that he's going to the Ravens. I'm not. Actually, I say God bless, because you don't know who your quarterback's going to be. Last I heard, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens can't stand each other, and he trying to get up out of there. Ain't Lamar Jackson about to be a coach? Last I heard, wasn't Lamar Jackson about to be a coach? So, I mean, I don't really understand, other than for financial reasons, why he's going to Baltimore. Didn't Odell Beckham say he wanted to go somewhere where he could grow his roots, get comfortable, and finish his career? Ain't that what he said to us back in December, Giants fans? He wanted to go somewhere. What was he on, the LeBron show or whatever he was, when he said, "Oh yeah, if man, me and Saquon Barkley and Shepard, man, it's unfinished business," then he was teasing the Giants. Let me tell you something. Respect is non-negotiable. When you with a female, respect is non-negotiable. Odell Beckham is that female that don't respect you. She don't respect your job. She don't respect your manhood. She don't respect your authority. That's what Odell Beckham is. He played Giants fans like a fiddle. He played you like a Metro Boomin beat. That's what he did. That's what he did. And I kept trying to tell y'all, this dude playing games. Big Fist don't tolerate that. When I ask a girl for her number, she give me the number. She don't want to give me the number? Bye. If I set a date up with a girl and she start acting funny and she want to switch the dates, or she's busy, well, okay, bye. My time is worth more than your time. I'm the prize. You not the prize. The Giants are the prize, not Odell. You are a glorified number 2. I'm being nice. He's a number 2. And I want to say shout out to Joe Shane, because Sleepy Joe finally did something right for the first time in a month. Okay, Odell Beckham is a number 2. If you bring in Odell Beckham, that does not solve our problem. It doesn't solve our problem. The Giants need a number 1. The Giants need a stud number 1 receiver. We need DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is a number 1. Odell Beckham in 2023 is not a number 1. Bottom line. So he can go to Baltimore and catch balls from God knows who and rot in Baltimore. I hope that contract is incentive based, because if it's incentive based and Lamar not there, you ain't getting them incentives. So he would have been better off going to the Jets. He would have been better off going to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Wasn't he supposed to be taking a physical in New York tomorrow? And another thing, leave it to Odell Beckham to sign with the Ravens while I'm having Easter dinner with the family I'm at a restaurant with my family having Easter dinner, and my phone just start moving. My whole thighs start jiggling. I'm like, what is going on right now? So this whole thing is a mess. Giants fans, I've told you on my Church of Giants podcast, I told you on the Giants Outsider podcast, I've told y'all this. Odell Beckham did not want to come back to the Giants. He played the Giants to get a deal with the Cowboys, and he played the Cowboys to get a better deal from the Giants. He was playing the Giants and Cowboys against each other. That's all that was. If the Giants and the Cowboys would have bid and overpaid him that $20 million, he would have took it. But the fact of the matter is, he didn't actually want to come to the Giants. He didn't actually want to go to Dallas, because if you want to go play in Jerry's world, you go play in Jerry's world. If you want to play in New York, you go play in New York. Odell Beckham ends up on Baltimore because Odell Beckham wanted a bag. And when Jerry Jones says, Brandon Cooks is a better option, I ain't got time. When Joe Shane says, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, we be all right. Now you stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now Odell Beckham is like, man, I got to take whatever the Jets give me. Dang. And then Baltimore's desperate. So what ends up happening is you got a team in Baltimore that's desperate. The Giants aren't desperate. Daniel Jones, the anointed one, the chosen one, the one who fell from the sky to deliver his miserable franchise from evil, just went to the second round throwing the practice squad players. At the end of the day, even if Joe Shane does absolutely nothing to this receiving core, Danny gonna get us back to the playoffs. Daniel Jones' greatness alone is enough to win us another 9 or 10 games. So we not desperate. Jerry got wide receivers just growing out of his ass right now, so he ain't desperate. And you know, it is what it is. So he ends up in Baltimore on a team who, I'm going to be honest with you, their wide receivers was worse than the Giants receivers last year. And that's saying something. I mean, for real. I know, listen, I'm the first one to tell you our wide receiving core is filth. I'm the first one to tell you that. But, I mean, Jesus, the Ravens? Really? That wide receiving core was horrible last season. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, fellas, Giants fans, we good. This don't solve our problem. This doesn't solve the problem. The Giants need a number one. Odell's not a number one. He's not. It is what it is. So I'm not tripping. I really wish he would have been healthy enough to contribute in January. I wanted Odell in January because in January, I'm in season mode. I'm in Super Bowl mode. I'm emotional. My heart is in it. And I want the Giants to win every single stinking game. I didn't want to get annihilated by the Eagles, and I felt Odell could have made a difference. But the fact of the matter is, once we got eliminated in the playoffs, I told y'all I didn't care for Odell. I did a video a month ago and I said Odell's not the same girl we broke up with 4 or 5 years ago. She's different. She done had kids. She done got ran in and out a couple times. She's not pure anymore. When we drafted Odell Beckham in 2014, he was pure. That's a pure woman. That's a woman with no baggage. Another man's imprint hasn't been left on her yet. We can mold her. We can guide her to be what the woman we wanted her to be. That's the Odell we had. The Odell that we would have got in 2023 that had a couple bad relationships, that had a couple kids out of wedlock. She don't look good no more. She done put on some weight. She need makeup to look pretty. It's not the same woman. We don't need that baggage. We need the Leonardo DiCaprio this and get us another little 21-year-old who we can mold into our image. That's what the Giants need to do. We need to go get us a Zay Flowers, get us a Jordan Addison, and we need to move on. We got a Leonardo DiCaprio the situation right now. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Happy Easter to everybody. If you celebrate it, happy Easter to you. If you don't celebrate it, have a good night. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.